Hello there, and we are live. See ya, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. Say you're welcome to another episode of the Prem Talk Show, Season 2, Episode 8. Yeah, of this amazing show that weekly right now, yeah, because Ola's been so consistent with this show this time around, man. This season is taking no prisoners with this show, man. So I'm happy his show is going, and guys, yeah, you can't underestimate what is going on down there, and on the Fight Week show. Lee Gunner was there last weekend. You need to see, the razzmatazz down there, yeah. Fresh, yeah, coming from the Fight Week show, fresh, with lots that happened that last weekend, of which I would say ask him something at the end of the show about that stream. See, welcome, Ola of the Fight Week show. You're welcome, my brother, man. How you doing?
Thank you, my brother. Yeah,
Mm.
man. Salute to you. Big up everybody in the chats. Everybody that's tuning in, that's watching live, that's watching on playback. Salute to all of you, man. We're here because of you. We like to bring the show to you, and like Tony just said, I'm trying to be a bit more consistent, but my schedule is still heavy. My schedule is heavier than last season's.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
actually.
You know what I mean? I'm
Mm.
hanging in there. I'm hanging in there,
You're
brother.
hanging in there. You're hanging
Yeah,
in
man. Yeah,
there.
man. Yeah, man.
You're hanging in there. See, yeah, those of you in the chat, yeah, big ups to you. AFC always, man. Thanks for always supporting me, man. Out there on Twitter, big ups to you. Those of you watching from Facebook, big ups to you. The hard hitters are already here. Tayyip Hussein, my
Salam
brother, my
alaikum
brother.
wa
Salam
rahmatullahi wa
alaikum.
barakatuh, my brother.
Big ups to you, man. Tayyip was saying, big ups. See, the assembled. These guys don't fail me. They're always here, yeah. The assembled is down here with us, yeah. Big ups to you, the assembled. Another guy who is always here, yeah. Puts his money where his mouth is. A member of this channel here today, and he gets up, po, po, po. Big ups to you here today, man. Welcome, man. Footy Charge is down here. The Southern Gooner. The Southern Gunner might be joining us on Friday, guys. Might be joining us on Friday. You don't want to miss that one, yeah. You don't want to miss that one. And again, I'll still check it out. It might be maybe on Sunday or so, but we'll talk about that later on. The Southern Gunner, man, I miss that brother, man. Mostly since when Eddie Nketiah scored his hat trick. You know what? Yes, Ola, I'll take you straight right into the frying pan itself. I would leave whatever Matt, yeah, the Southern Gunner has to say, yeah, about Eddie Nketiah. I would leave it. Maybe till the weekend when he has time, yeah. He will come down here. But Ola, it is your own time because me and you have slagged this guy. We've beaten this guy seriously. And he turns up in a game, yeah. Let's don't sugarcoat it, yeah. Sheffield United is the dregs of the dregs, yeah, of the Premier League, yeah. But these same dregs of the Premier League gave Chelsea a hard time. They gave Man United a hard time, yeah. Uh, Tottenham Hotspurs had a lap of honor. Actually, they brought their wives in and had, a kind of like a Premiership title winning jamboree right in their stadium just for beating Sheffield United at the last minute. And Eddie Nketiah comes in, turns up. Ola, yeah? I don't want to say prove me and you wrong or prove me, you, Matty, wrong or anyone wrong. But he scores a hat trick. Yeah, Ola, take us through how you saw that hat trick. And just tell us, what do you think, man? Eddie Nketiah, is he in the room? Is he in the room?
I don't know what you're talking about. That me and you slagged Eddie off, man. Speak for yourself, Tony. I always knew Eddie was world class, brother. Did I tell you, man? Eddie was world class.
Oh my God, guys, you can see Ola spin the whole thing right now, man. Good, 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 good one.
No. I'm
Mm,
fucking with you, look, man. I'm fucking
mm,
with you,
mm.
Tony. Huh? Look, it was a good game. It was a good game from from the Gunners. First
Mm.
half was terrible. I'm not even gonna lie. Now I sat through that first half. Yeah, we went a goal up, and as bad as that first half was, the first
Mm.
goal I thought it was fantastically taken by Eddie. The control to control that ball, to just get
Yeah.
that half yard of space from the
Mm.
defender that was tight on him,
Yeah.
and be able to slot the ball in the way he did. I thought that was a really really good take, and
Yeah.
and the and the third goal. I thought the third goal was. I didn't know Eddie had that in him. I,
Mm.
I don't know anyone
Oh,
that can tell me they knew that Eddie had them kind of strikes in him.
I, I was shocked. It
It's
was a
shocking.
shocker.
Yeah, it
It's
was it was
shocking,
a
man.
screamer. It was one of
Mm.
those like whoa.
Whoa!
You know what
Where
I
did
mean?
that come from? Where did that come from?
It was a screamer. But for me, that hat trick doesn't change a lot for me
Mm.
because um I'm a consistent guy. I always say I want consistency.
Yeah.
It's no good doing it, you know, doing it in one game, and I'm not going to try and diss Sheffield United, be- mainly for the reasons you mentioned earlier on. Even though I don't want to dwell on it too much, because every game has different nuances that makes it turn
Nuances.
up like that.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Yeah.
one of those guys that will look at the Tottenham game, the United game, and then try and compare it with our game.
Yeah.
Our game
Yeah.
was a whole different thing, right? But we in the second half we turned up. It was a whole different thing in the second half, and to see Eddie, score those goals. One thing, and I said this on the watch along, because when a player does well, I like to give them their flowers. I like to give them their
Yeah.
praises.
Yeah.
And for me, every time that look when Eddie when look when Eddie t- when he plays with Jesus being around, it's
Mm.
almost like he has inferiority complex, you know,
Complex. Yeah.
and we don't get the finishes, the
Mm.
goals. We don't get
Yeah.
the goal contributions from him
Yeah.
because
From him.
he knows Jesus is there. From the
Mm.
time Jesus is injured, there's no time. Correct me if I'm wrong, Arsenal fans and everybody that's watching in the chat. There's
Mm.
no time that Jesus is gone off injured for a sustained number of time that
Mm.
Eddie hasn't stepped up and filled in the gap, which is mainly the reason why Arteta has kind of kept him around, if we're
Mm.
being honest, right?
Mm.
But
Mm.
that don't confuse that with me saying is good enough for the club, because
Yeah.
I said on the watch along, for me that goal, them goals, that hat trick there, put him in a shop window for January. So all these
Mm.
clubs that were looking at him in the summer and thinking maybe we
Mm.
get into the
We,
we're in
yeah.
November now. We're going in
Yeah.
November tomorrow,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So come January, these teams that are struggling to find goals, they'll start looking at Eddie as a
They'll
viable
start
option,
looking at Eddie. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
and he's
Exactly.
put himself in a nice January window where we can get a
Mm.
good amount of money from him.
From
That's
him.
what this goal in for me. This is the bigger picture. Yeah,
Mm.
I like the 3 points. I wanted the 3 points. I was happy with the 3 points. I was happy with the hat trick, and it's long overdue too. You can't be wearing number 14 with 100 grand a week, new
Yeah.
contract. We
Mm.
deserve as Arsenal fans to get those
To
kind of
get to get
those,
those
those
kind
kind of
of
goals from you,
yeah.
at a more
Yeah.
consistent basis as well. So
Yeah.
I'm happy. Hopefully, this is the first of many till it goes. Because look, when I say till it goes, you know me, Tony. This is not
Yeah.
just exclusive to Eddie. I already
Yeah.
said it on this channel. If the
Mm.
right money comes in for Saka, I'm selling him. I don't care. They're all mercenaries. They all have
They're all
prices.
mercenaries to you,
They
man.
all have prices. So if the right amount of money, the money that we put on him, that we want, that the real value comes in, I'm
Mm.
selling him.
Yeah.
Because if Saka has a year left on his contract and is about to run it down, and the right amount of offer comes in for him, I guarantee you he's signing it.
He's signing it.
I
Mm.
guarantee you he's signing it.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
so
But
let's
but
not get
but but,
let's not get it
but
twisted.
again, but
Let's not
again,
get it
eh?
twisted.
Do you think this will turn into another Gnabry case, into into one of these other players that just
Oh,
hit top form
you
immediately after
see,
we run them out of the yard?
this is
Like that's not what I would like to get into again. To see another
Tony.
Gnabry again slip through our
Again,
fingers.
you
And
see, you bring in the Nabry situation in, yeah.
mm,
But could it also be the Shamak situation,
that,
right? So
bro, you
we,
keep having a problem with the radio guy. I'm
no,
just
no,
asking
no, no.
questions, man. I'm
I'm
just
just.
the radio
It's
guy.
just a rebuttal. It's just a rebuttal. You want to play the radio guy now when it suits you. You know what I mean? Yeah? Anybody can get it. Anybody can get the
Anybody.
anyone can get even the radio guy. Even the radio guy. You know what I mean? So we can also say, yeah, it might be a Nabri situation,
Hmm.
but it could also be a Shamak situation. It could be a Sonogo situation. We
Hmm.
don't know. And I've seen long enough. I've seen a good amount of sample size to let me know if it's going to be a Nabry situation, it's not going to be an Arsenal shirt. And again, I've said on this show, this very show, so many
Yeah.
times, I don't care what a player is doing in another shirt.
Yeah.
What Nabry is doing over there is what Nabry is doing. I care what you do for this club, for my club. That's all I
Hmm.
care about. I don't care what you're doing in Bayern. I don't care what you're doing in Barca. I don't care where you go and do what you do. You, you know, do
Ola,
it in my shirt.
okay, Ola, wait. For instance, now, if Eddie Nketiah somehow, yeah, we have a run of games coming up now,
Mm,
yeah.
yeah.
If Eddie Nketiah goes into this West Ham game, scores like a double, goes into
Mhm,
the Newcastle game in the weekend, scores another double,
mhm.
th- like, what does that bring? Like, does that change
Shop window,
anything for you?
good. Is adding zeros to his price tag. I
So
like
now,
it.
not to stay in the football club, to leave, right?
Yeah, yeah. If I get the opportunity to bring an improved striker that wouldn't just do it when Jesus is injured, would actually offer Jesus some competition and show Jesus that, hey, listen, your position ain't safe at this club because
Yeah,
I'm here.
I'm
Yeah,
here.
your
Mm,
position ain't safe at this club because I'm here. But right now, I get inferiority complex from
yeah,
Eddie when Jesus is fit. I
it's fit.
don't see results. Yeah, I don't see outcomes from Eddie. Well, as soon as
Mm.
Jesus is injured, ah, Eddie start coming out with
But
outcomes. He
but
start
again,
coming out with results.
Actually, but again,
We have proof. We
his
have
goal
evidence.
scoring record, is actually poor. Actually, if you check it,
Of course, it's poor.
three goals in 31 games.
This is exactly what I'm saying about an
It's
improved
not
striker.
it's not good enough. Yeah, it's not good
It's
enough.
not.
So even if you want to even fight for that case. Yeah, he scored a hat trick. Let's give him a chance and this and that. And then you have to check the scars. Ola keep talking about the scars. Yeah, the trauma, the scars. Yeah, those things. Yeah, that kind of reoccur. Yeah, and then you just remember that Eddie Nketiah have just scored 3 goals in 31 games. These are
Five
big
in 31,
scars.
as Oregon Gun is just put in the chat there. You
Mm,
know, 5 in
mm,
31. And this is the thing with Eddie. I like Eddie as a person. Cool. You don't hear him with scandals, doing all this
yeah,
crazy shit that all these other players are doing.
not doing.
You know what I mean? So you don't
Mm.
on that front, Eddie is a is a good professional.
He's a nice guy. He's a
He's a
nice
nice
guy.
guy. He's a good
Mm,
professional. I like him
mm.
in personally in that. But
Yeah,
when I'm talking about what I want from my club and the what I expect our players to do in a
yeah,
consistent manner,
yeah.
Eddie is not good enough to do that. We can all
To
say
do
we can
that.
make excuses for him.
Mm,
And some quarters of the Arsenal fan base that like him would say maybe he's not seen enough games, and that's why he
yeah,
scored 5 in 31. He's not seen enough starts. But I've seen Eddie have starts, and the result hasn't been there. The only time that I really see Eddie step up is every time Jesus is injured. That's all.
mm.
That's the only evidence I have.
That you
That's
have.
that's the evidence he's giving all of us. Jesus injured in the
Okay.
World Cup. From that time to when Jesus came back, Eddie fielding and he fielding well. It's like we
Mm.
didn't miss Jesus, and it
Yeah.
looks like that's going to happen again. But when Jesus has been fit, where is the competition?
Where's the
Where is the
competition?
headache for the manager to say,
Mm.
"Hey, listen, boss,
Hey, listen.
I'm better than this guy. I'm
Mm.
better than this guy. You should play me over this guy, and this is the reason. When I come off the bench, I'm going to show you, and then
Yeah.
I'm going to bang on your door every time that I won't start over Gabriel Jesus." I'm
Mm.
not seeing that
Mm.
because the
Uh,
outcomes aren't there for the manager to make that kind of decision.
it's not there. It's not there. But see, the assembled says here, yeah. It says, Matt, our savior in Ketia will ensure Tony doesn't come. Oh my God. This Eddie
The
hat
opposite.
trick just might
I
be the
think the
worst
opposite to
thing
that comment.
that could have happened to our
Shout out to here
title
to there.
aspiration.
Shout out to here to there. I think the opposite to that actual comment. I think if Eddie carries on how he's doing, it will be a very nice part exchange with Brentford because they got Wissa there,
Yeah,
they got
yeah.
Buemo there. They could do with somebody like Eddie that will score for them from time to
That would
time,
score for
every now
them.
and
Yeah,
again.
we can do a quick,
And they just need to maintain staying in the league. They just need their Premier League status and maybe finish as high as they could. They're not really trying to break their neck into the aspirations of all the other top club. Yes, they are by competing, but at the same time, they're not
But
gonna.
like you see, you know that Mikel Arteta isn't going to sell Eddie Nketiah. In the press conference after that goal, he said, "Well, you see what I've been telling you, Bill," and now he's put up a hat trick. He also said, "We love him at the football club. In the dressing room, he's someone that everyone loves." Yeah, and he's put up this kind of like he's put up this
Yeah,
image,
but we
yeah,
know,
this
but we
image of Eddie as someone who's loved by the football club, the
yeah,
board,
he
and
has
him
to,
by himself.
he has
So
to do that to maintain the value. He
so
has to
so
do
so
that to maintain
he
the.
has to
If
do
he's
that. Good.
if
But
he starts with Eddie,
I'm telling you that Mikel Arteta won't sell this guy in the
well,
summer.
I'm hoping.
I guarantee you he's not gonna sell this guy. He likes this guy.
He probably wouldn't. Obviously, we're just here to give our takes,
Hmm.
not because we don't know what the manager's gonna do. We don't know who he's gonna select, and nothing that we say on here has any bearing
Has
with
any bearing, yeah.
what Arteta's gonna do. But
Hmm.
this, I'm just giving my takes and what I think should happen with maybe the potential good form that we're
Do you
gonna
think
get
he would
from.
sell him? Do you think he would sell him by the summer?
I I I, I
Do you
hope
think
he
so?
does. I hope he does.
No.
Do I
Hope
think
is
so?
different. Look at
Maybe
Mikel
not. Maybe
Arteta.
no.
Do you
Maybe
think
no.
he's going to sell him? No, right?
Maybe no. No. I don't think it. I don't. I actually don't think it will. I'm hoping that if the interest in if the interest in Tony or another forward like Neto
Hmm.
is real by Arsenal and we're serious,
Actually,
then
Neto has a hamstring. He has torn his hamstring.
right.
So that going for Neto this season, fume. In fact, just throw it out the window. He's not going to come. So Neto is
That
out of the way.
so let's
He
talk
is
about
injured.
Tony.
He's injured for about 12 weeks.
So let's talk about
So
Tony.
yeah,
If the rumors are true, we've already seen, what Tony said about his
yeah.
likes about Arsenal, and
And there's movement.
there's legs to the story from what I
Yeah.
understand. Um, if we can make it happen, then I think that will spell the exit of Eddie Nketiah. I really do.
Mm.
We're not going to keep free. He's not going to keep free strikers because he's got Kai that can always alternate there, and he's only just signed Kai. And I think with the amount of contract that's on
But
Eddie's contract,
but
I
again,
think he's good
invincible
enough to
season.
command a
We,
very nice
but
fee.
again, invincible season. Yeah, we did have a flurry of strikers. Yeah, we did have Beckham. Yeah, we did have Thierry Henry.
Mhm,
We did have Wiltord. We did have who else was Kanuanko. These are four strikers.
mhm.
Yeah, so it's not like like three strikers, four strikers can be in a team, innit?
Yes, but that's because the manager at the time is willing to play multiple forwards at a time or multiple strikers at that
Mm,
time, and 4-4-2 was was fashionable
Was
in this day and
fashionable at
age.
the time.
In this day and age, we're playing 4-2-3-1, and we're playing 4-3-3, which you need two
Four three
wingers and a
three.
striker. So you're not really needing, because if a lot
Needing.
of goals are coming from your wide men, you're
Yeah.
not really needing your striker to, you're
Striker
needing
to
two, three, four
carry the
strikers.
whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So managers are actually working with less strikers now. If you go and look at all the other clubs, who's got more than two, maybe three strikers are in the top six right now? Look at
Okay.
City. Look at City right now. Tell me if they got how many strikers they got.
Hmm.
That's for their first team. They've only got the two.
Probably maybe just
United,
two. Yeah. Two main
United, the
strikers.
same thing. They got Hoyland and and,
Haaland,
and, and
Alvarez. Yeah,
Martial.
just two.
Yeah. uh Spurs.
And
Who
Rashford.
who's they got?
Yeah, yeah.
Rashford is not even a striker. He's a wide man. He's always told
Just Son,
everyone he's a
Son,
wide man.
Son, Son
So when
Richarlison.
we're talking out and out strikers,
Yeah.
they got Hoyland and Martial. That's the out and out strikers. So when you look across,
Mm.
managers have actually moved away from that system of playing, and they have less strikers on, like, about two strikers, maybe three at a push. But that's managers that that's trying to maybe play a whole different way. I
Okay.
think managers have moved away from
This
that
is my
system now.
see, Ola. This is my reasoning why I feel that this guy wouldn't be sold. Yeah.
Hmm.
We have a number 9 striker in Gabriel Jesus who always comes in first. Yeah. But he's always injured. Like right now, he's injured. We
Hmm.
don't even know when he's coming back. Even the boss today, he said he's okay, but he doesn't really know when he's going to bring him into the team. And this could carry on. We know this guy has a big, big, big injury record. Edin Nketiah doesn't have an injury record. Do you think that will make him keep this guy?
Injury
Do you think that will
record,
be an excuse for him?
it might be, but injury records with no outcomes. You might as well be injured, bruv. You might as well be injured. How are you gonna play and don't give me no outcomes? You're a liability because you're not doing your job. Your job is to put the ball in the back of the bloody net. That's why you just got signed 100 grand a week and wearing that number 14 shirt.
Number 14, sure.
That's your job. You're a striker. Do your job. Put the ball in the net, in the back of the net. 5 goals in 31 games. I'm sorry. It doesn't make it
He's
doesn't
not
make good
cutting it.
reading. It
He's
does.
not
Look,
cutting
this
it.
is not me trying to kill Eddie. This is not me coming at Eddie. I'm just looking at the evidence that's in front of us,
Guys in front of us.
and going with it, because
Mm.
this is all we have. 5
Yeah.
goals in 31 games, and Eddie always steps up when Jesus is injured. When is Eddie going to step up and compete against Jesus? That's what
Against
I'm waiting
Jesus.
for.
That's
If
the big
that's
one.
ever going to happen.
That's a big one. See, yeah, let's move away from this Eddie Nketiah issue, man. It's a very, very divisive one, man, because, I've had
No,
some arguments online with some people, man. When I say, hey, I think we should, this hat trick, why I'm celebrating it in this way is that I wanted to propel his price up so that,
yeah,
people can be able to look at this guy and get him by January, because I want Ivan Tony here to score
yeah,
goals and win me the league. That's what I want. Yeah.
yeah.
But where I have a problem is Arsenal fans not wanting him to score. I don't want that. I want Eddie Nketiah to score.
But if
Get
we're
me
paying
goals.
him for
Yeah.
his job, I demand the services. Your
I demand
services put the
goals.
ball in the back of the net. That's
Exactly,
all I care
exactly, man.
about.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to be put in a position where Edin Nketiah doesn't score goals. I have no help in the team. Gabriel Jesus is injured, and we can't even inflate the price of Edin Nketiah so he could get a decent lookout from all these clubs coming up by January. So if he scores goals, good and okay. It propels his price. It propels his suitability for all these clubs to look at him and say, "Hey, I think we're gonna, place our bets on you." Because you need to ask yourself that question: why didn't Crystal Palace pay up that money in the summer to get him? At the end of the day,
They
there were
weren't seeing
rumors.
outcomes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They aren't seeing outcomes because when they look at what's on ground, man, 3 goals, 31 games, they're not convinced to put up that money or stomp up that 40 million pounder to get this guy. So if he goes ahead and scores maybe more 5 goals, 6 goals, help the team while doing that. propels himself to all these other teams, yeah, then good and okay. Then we take the cake. We bring in Ivan Tony at the end of the day, and see what else we can do. See, one more big thing right now, news reaching us is Thomas Partey, man.
Mm.
Thomas Partey is injured, and we're hearing that it's going to be until January. In fact, February. That's what the rumors are saying. Ola, do you think it's time to cut our losses and just say, okay, Thomas Partey, thanks for your services. Uh, we'll see you maybe one day, yeah. But by January you can leave, or by the summer you can leave. Where do you stand in this conversation?
Why
Mostly
why
with the
wait
injury news that came out today.
why wait till the summer? We buy players injured. Why can't we sell them injured?
Oh, Ola is shameless. You know what? Yeah, I've never seen Ola shameless. Yeah, but this guy is shameless, man. He's
Why
shameless.
why wait till the summer? We buy players injured, man. We must can sell them injured. You know what I mean? Sell his ass. I'll sell him ass. Yo, like I said, if you're not playing and you're always injured, look, I can
Mm,
excuse injuries, especially ones that you can't really help. But the
mm,
ones that always reoccurring,
mm.
bro, there's only so much reoccurring we can take, bro. There's only
Yeah,
so much.
only so much.
And in other clubs, especially clubs at the highest level that's trying to compete for things,
Mm,
soon as they see the same pattern of reoccurring or reoccurrence,
mm.
you're getting out, you're getting moved out of the
You're
club.
going. You're gonna
You're
get
gone.
moved out. Mm,
You're gone. They'll
mm.
they'll cut their losses with you, sell you, and you'll be gone.
Yeah.
So look, I don't care about Thomas Partey one bit. If
Nah, Allah,
no
isn't
no
that
hold on,
harsh?
hold on, hold on.
Isn't that harsh?
Yeah, no
See,
no no no
guys
no,
in
it's
the
not
chat,
harsh.
this is a big. This
It's
is a
not
big.
harsh.
This is a big
It's
one, yeah,
it's not
guys.
harsh,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you.
What do
I'll
you
tell you
think?
why.
Should Thomas Partey be
Thomas
sold?
Partey
Guys
don't
in the
give a
chat,
fuck about me. That's why. Yeah,
should Thomas Partey be
that's
sold
that's that's
by
the bottom line.
January?
Thomas
Yeah.
Partey does not give a fuck about me. I don't give a damn about Thomas Partey. Be
Wow.
fit, play football, or be gone, and play good football while you're at it. You know what I
Wow.
mean? Yes, that's it. That's that's that's
Ola
the
man,
levels, bro.
Ola man, this is ruthless. You even
That's
ruthless than Ateta, man.
no, that's bro. I
Bro,
put in your
you're
chat
ruthless, man.
yesterday with my hard-earned money.
You're
I want
ruthless.
to win everything that we're in.
Every goddamn thing. I saw that super
I
chat,
don't.
by the
I'm
way.
not being. You can't win everything by being soft.
Mm,
I want to win everything that we're in, bro. This
mm.
is no joke. I want to win every goddamn thing we're in. I want to compete. I want to fight for all of them. And I don't need no. I don't need no weak mans to come and fight. You need
Yeah.
to be. You need to get in there and fight.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
mm. Yeah.
I seen fighters step into the octagon to go and get beat up with ACL injuries, man, and they go in there and get the job done. I seen
Mm,
Francis Ngannou
mm,
against Cyril Gane with
mm.
ACL, and they knew about it. They just didn't know which knee it was, and he
Hmm.
turned into Nurmagomedov. You find a way if you got that
Find a
elite
way.
mentality. You find a
Mm,
way to win. You
yeah.
find a way,
So we
injury or
should.
not.
Okay, good. We should do away with Thomas Partey, right? Is that what you're saying right now?
Yeah,
January, right?
yeah. Bring somebody else in that can do the
Good.
job.
Good. Now we do away with Thomas Partey. Who do we go get right now? Arsenal
Ooh.
was linked. Arsenal was linked to Chouameni. Yeah, Chouameni is now injured. Yeah, in that Real Madrid, team is injured, and I
Mm-hmm.
think it's a little bit of a long-term injury. So that cancels out that one. Arsenal is being linked to Zubimendi from Real Sociedad.
Yep.
So it looks more like the Spanish international, tricky with the ball. Mostly right now that Martin Odegaard, our captain, is looking a little bit sketchy, and is dancing a little bit funny right now, and his movement is a little bit, you know, kind of funny in a way this time. Yeah, so we need someone who has that trickery. We've not had a midfielder that you know that has that, trickery about him, can move into 1-2 players, take them on, and has a keen eye for passes here and there. We've missed that Santi Cazorla kind of a thing, and that's what this Zubimendi brings into the table. Yeah, man, and he looks good. Do you think you would look at that guy, Spanish international Zubimendi?
Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard about him, I don't know him like that. I don't watch their league
Mm,
to know how good he is, but maybe there'll be some kind of recommendations there from Odegaard because he
yeah.
did play for Real Sociedad
Mm,
at his time there. So I'm sure the manager is probably speaking to him and asking him, what do you think of this guy you played alongside him when you played over there at Real Sociedad. So
mm,
uh that's probably one type of insight there. The,
mm,
the scouting the scouting network would have done their homework on him to at least offer him to the coach to look at.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
look, I just need somebody that's gonna be fit, be capable, and when called upon, you know, do the job. And look,
Which
and
options?
I don't
Because
hold
you've
on.
just see, or like you've just put up a case that Thomas Partey can leave by January. Who
Yeah,
do we bring in? That's what.
we don't.
Who do we go and get? That's
I
it.
would I would argue that we don't
Yeah.
necessarily need to get anyone. I think we already have a player in our ranks that can do that job. We just choosing not to play him there. Somebody
Mm,
put in the chat earlier on, put Zinchenko
mm,
there. Why not?
mm.
Zinchenko can play in that role.
In that
The
role,
defensive man,
okay.
because he always played in defense, but he always wants to play in the midfield.
Mm.
There's a DM there for you. He's always up there, anyways.
Always up there
He's
anyway.
always up there, anyways. So we don't necessarily even need to really go and get somebody. You just need to shuffle the pack. And if you bring somebody, even better,
Good, even better.
you know. But
Mm.
right now, I think Partey's time for me. Partey's time is I'm if I had the power to do it, I don't make the decisions over there. But if the decision was mine, Partey will be leaving in January. I would sell him to Saudi. They wanted to buy him in the summer. They can come and have him injured now. You know what I mean? Just put one gold brick on top of the asking price, man, and you can have him. You know what I mean? Just one gold brick, maybe a brown envelope, something. Send a camel.
Something.
Send a
Send a
camel.
camera, right? See, Ola, I was talking about this with Jez and Longhead Yeti the other day.
Yeah.
I want you to look into this Martin Odegaard issue because it's a brewing issue that people are not
Told you I
really
wanted
taking
him to get
seriously.
dropped in the last game. I said bring in ESR. I
Me
told
and you were talking about this, man, and see, I've seen so many Arsenal fans here online. They are losing their minds
you.
over this. They're saying, we're ungrateful. This guy's been putting in a shift for us, and look at how we're talking about this guy. Look how we're slagging him off, because and Arsenal fans can be so some Arsenal fans can be so they don't take criticism to you know they don't take it to they take it to heart. Yeah, they don't look at it like something that should be constructively given out and dished out. Yeah, because if you have a captain who just signed a new contract, yeah, didn't put up a shift, yeah, uh, in the North London derby, came up to the Man City game, didn't put a shift there. Come on, let's don't lie. Okay, good. Put up a shift against PSV. I get that. But PSV, shitty team, innit? In the Eredivisie. Just look at where Ajax is. That should give you a better look on how that league is right now, right?
Mhm.
Good. Uh Comes into that Learns game. Look at how we were mistreated, bullied, and completely decapitated in France. Yeah, and then coming back to a game that in the Premiership, and then he just looks completely lost. Yeah, and then he was being dropped in our last game. Mikel Arteta is coming to actually make it to be kind of like a graceful one for him. Like he's playing with a with a little bit of a patch. he's a little bit injured, but we do know he's not injured. We do know that Mikel Arteta is ruthless. Maybe he's had one or two words with him and said, "Hey, man, your form is not really that good. I think you need to sit down a little bit." Where are you in all these things? Yeah, do you think a better replacement should come in, or do you think Odegaard will work it out? Uh, and again, we have a game against West Ham. Should he start tomorrow? Do you still think he should still be at that echelon of Arsenal midfielders that when we're saying okay, our big weeks are gonna show up, we should
Mm.
be putting Martin Odegaard in that conversation?
Um, I think Kai's performances has rubbed off on Odegaard a little bit.
Oh my god. Oh
Um,
no, Ola, you
no,
just had to go below the belt, man.
no, this is
you,
not below the
you
belt,
just
man.
had to go below the
This
belt.
no, bro. This these are just body shots. You know what I
And
mean? It's not below the belt yet. When I get below the belt, man, you man will know about it.
you know,
You know what I mean? These are just body shots right here. But look, when we done the last show, the last episode, I said I
mm,
wanted to see him dropped. Arteta
mm,
dropped him, and I was really I was yeah I was surprised, but
mm,
pleasantly surprised. If you know what I mean, I like
yeah,
that surprise because I didn't expect it. Dropping
mm,
your captain, um, in a game where you think, okay, Sheffield United, they're a team that we can, we can handle. Our captain has been dropping stinkers. Maybe this is a game to really, maybe pull his socks up and start digging out some form. But
yeah,
if you know what, I'll take him out of the firing line altogether. And I thought it was a fantastic decision to drop Odegaard and bring
mm,
in not just drop Odegaard, but bring in ESR. Um,
mm,
and I thought ESR played well on the day. I thought he
yeah,
gave a good account of himself, and
yeah.
with
And he
more
had an
match,
assist. He had an assist
and
also.
he got an assist as well, and with more game time, it will get
Mm,
match fitness,
match fit.
match
Mm,
sharpness will come with it, and then the next thing you know, we get the old ESR that we all know and love, and I
yeah.
think he can compete in there with the likes of Odegaard, and for me, look, Odegaard gets
Mm,
a lot of stick, and rightfully so sometimes, but not
yeah,
all
man.
the time for me. Not all the time for me. I like Odegaard and some of the things that he brings to the pitch.
Mm,
Um, he leads our presses and stuff like that. But prior to this form that he's in now,
mm.
we were getting goal returns from him. It
Yeah.
was either scoring or assisting,
He
and
scored 16 goals with 10 assists last season. That's huge.
you
He's one
know,
of the
so,
most he's
so we
see, he
know.
occupies a slot, yeah, in
Mm,
an elite in an elite membership of midfielders that have scored 16 goals. Yeah, it's hard before you get midfielders that score 16 goals in a season. The other person is James Madison, who can give you that consistently. But
yeah.
this season, Odegaard's goal ratio
If we're
has dropped.
comparing Odegaard
His
to
assist
Madison,
ratio it's dropped. So
if we're
there's
comparing
something
Odegaard
wrong.
to Madison, I'd rather Madison. I said this all summer.
I'd rather Madison.
All summer,
We were,
anyone that would
of
listen,
course, we were asking for Madison.
we
Look
were
at him.
begging for Madison.
We
I
were
was
begging for
shocked
him, and now
that
look
we
at him.
let
He's
him go
cooking.
Tottenham.
He's cooking.
Shocked,
Shocked,
and
man.
we went and paid more money for worst
For
player
Kai
for worst
Havertz.
player. But look,
Kai
that that
Havertz.
that that milk is already spilt.
Ugh.
So I'm not gonna keep crying over that
And he
spilt
leaves a
milk.
bitter taste in my mouth, man.
That milk is already spilt, and
Mm,
I'm just moving on with it till the time to revisit it. Maybe in the summer would come.
mm,
But as for Odegaard, I believe Odegaard will at some point return back to what we were seeing from him. That
yeah.
a lot of us gave him praises for.
Mm,
I know he's got the capabilities. I know he's in there with him, and I'm seeing in the chat about maybe he doesn't fight as much as in the middle with some games. And I take that on board because I
Yeah.
criticize him for that during games.
Mm.
But we were getting goals and returns from
Yeah.
Odegaard, and it was
Mm.
consistent enough for a midfield player. So, if it's either it's one or two things. It's either managers are preparing extra for him in terms of nullifying his game because they knew he contributed so much to the team from the position he was playing in last season, or
Yeah.
he hasn't found a new way of playing the way defenses are coming at him because they're shutting him
Mm.
out of games. He's almost becoming a passenger in
Yeah.
games now, and
Mm.
and that's not just down to Odegaard wanting to play shit. It's other teams preparing
Yeah.
for him and
Preparing
make
for him.
extra preparation to nullify
Mm.
him, and it's
Yeah.
working at the moment. We haven't found a way, so the managers for the nullifying Odegaard's game. Let's bring in somebody that they haven't really seen play this season and they don't know how to handle.
Mm.
ESR. And what does he do? He finds ways in in a way of providing an assist in that game. And he
Assist.
played really well. He tackled back. He did all the things that you wanted to see from a proper midfielder. And
Mm.
and I think the more he gets, the more game time ESR gets, we'll probably see a better Saka than we've been seeing with
Seeing.
Odegaard. Because Odegaard likes to link up with Saka, but who
Yeah.
knows how to link up with Saka more at the whole club?
The whole club
ESR.
than
I said it
ESR.
last week. ESR knows how to find Saka. Them two know how to find each other on the pitch.
But mind you, ESR just 2 weeks ago was being linked to a move to Newcastle.
Yeah, look, that's all possible as well. And if the right price comes in, sell him.
Mm.
If the right price comes in, sell him. I'd sell him if the right price comes in. He's had his fair share of injuries. So if I'm going to levy that at Partey, I'm putting that on him as well. Stay
Mm.
fit and play
Stay
ball.
fit. Mm. Mm.
Stay fit and play ball. And if this keep recurring and recurring, it's time to go. I'm
It's
sorry.
time to go.
If the
Good,
right
Ola.
price comes in, you got to go.
Ola, we have a crunch matchup tomorrow. Me and you have said it, yeah.
So
We need
you're just gonna skip over my boy Tommy Asu. You're just gonna skip over my boy, Tommy
nah.
Asu. Yes, I'm
Ọlọ́run má
shameless.
jẹ́,
Oh,
Ọlọ́run
yes,
má
I'm
jẹ́,
shameless. Oh,
Ọlọ́run
you're
má
just gonna
jẹ́,
skip over my boy.
Ọlọ́run má
Yeah.
jẹ́. We have to talk about Tomiyasu. See, yeah, Ola, Tomiyasu, man. It's amazing, amazing performance.
Mm.
Like this guy here, of course, he's coming for his own bit part, kind of like criticism here and there, but not really that huge, yeah. Because we know that he has been blighted by injury since he came to the football club. So I'm gonna say he's not good enough. This is that. This is that. But again, man, this season, yeah, every time we've called upon him, he's answered that call, yeah. From that defensive display, yeah, against Manchester City to even a more concrete one against Sevilla. And, bro, scoring a goal against Sheffield United. This guy seems the real deal. And he scored that goal and he dedicated to his mom who died just recently.
Mm.
So, that's a big one. What do you think, my brother?
Yo, everybody knows I'm Tommy's biggest cheerleader. You know what I
Mm,
mean? So I was bro, I was so happy for him for that I was able to do that. I was able to pull that off. And look, people, Tommy is not only just played well in that last game in terms of scoring as well, but over the last maybe 3-4 games that he's been deployed on the pitch, um, he's been playing really really good. And I said Tommy is the best left back we've got at the club that's available right now, and he's not even a left back.
he's not even a left back.
How about that?
That
How
that
good
that is
must he be?
mm,
You know?
mm.
And Wolfie, you're right. Till Timber comes back. When Timber comes back,
January.
I'll be gone again. But right now,
Mm.
we're here today.
Today.
Today, right now, we're talking about right now, today. Tommy is the boy. He's in. Tommy is the guy right now. Is the I
Till
want
today. Till
today.
today. Till today.
To this day.
Till this day.
No man, big up Tommy, man. You know what I mean? I
Mm.
love that brother. And
So you
people
want him
give
to
him a
stay?
people give
You
him a
want him to
lot of
stay in the football club, right? You should stay, yeah.
oh yeah. For me, 100%. 100%. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Yeah, man.
Okay.
Give him a 10-year contract, man. Yeah.
So it's not a machinery again. Oh, la, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You
Hey,
taught me that,
give,
man. These guys are mercenaries, man.
give him a 10-year, give him a 10-year contract, man. I don't give a damn. Yeah. Tommy's the one guy that hey, listen, I don't care. Yeah,
Mm,
he's the one
mm,
guy. The one guy.
mm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. See, Ola, let's go because there's this West Ham game coming up, yeah. And also we have to talk about slightly about the game coming up in the weekend because there's big news coming up in that Newcastle game too. See, what do you
I
think?
don't know why
Uh,
Wolfie is laughing, man. Like it's not like Todd Bowley don't do that at your club. Todd Bowley handing out 8-year contracts to people, bro. Like, come on,
Come
Wolf.
on, man.
Come on, Wolfie.
Come on,
Yeah,
Wolfie, man.
man.
What are you
You live in
talking
a
about?
glass house, man.
Don't throw
Don't throw
stones.
stones, bro. You know what I mean? Todd Bowley really
Big
doing that
ups,
at your
big
club.
ups to the
He's
charts,
really
man.
doing it. Love
RD12
you,
was here
Wolfie,
with
man.
us.
Big up,
Wolfgang
Wolfie.
Division is down here with us. Amy Bapa, our guy, our brother, is down here where he says big up the charts. The
Salute,
Assembled is
salute.
still down here with us. The Southern Gunner is down here with us. MUFC Global, that's my brother, man, is down here with us. Here today is here with us. King Football Show. That's a great channel, man. Guys, go subscribe to that channel. Big people in the house, yeah. See, Ola, West Ham. We have West Ham tomorrow. What do you think?
Yep. Yeah. I was happy when the draw came out. Um, West Ham. I like playing West Ham. I like West Ham as a club. I like their fans. They crack me up.
Mm,
Um, and yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's gonna be a good game. It's it's a good test.
yeah,
And
good test.
they've been on a run of losses, but we know they got some good players. They got some dangerous players. They got players that can open you up at any time. Players like
Anytime, man.
Diorama, Bowen, Ward Prowse. We've been seeing what he's been a revelation this season. Ward
Mm,
Prowse.
yeah,
And as another player that I'll be screaming that to everyone. And people
everyone.
like, oh, he's a Southampton. I don't give a damn. This brother is a bad man. He's
He's
a
a bad
bad
guy,
man.
man.
And
Mm,
so they got players that can hurt us. We have
yeah,
to be on our P's and Q's when we play against West Ham tomorrow.
yeah,
I think we're gonna win. I think
okay,
we'll have enough to get the results. And
yeah,
I expect players like Trossard and again maybe give ESR another game time. Kai Havertz will
yeah,
probably get game time. Nketiah is definitely going to start because he's the only striker we've got.
definite.
I don't want to see Saka play. I'll probably see Reece. I'd like to see Reece get some game time on that right hand side.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and in terms of like our defense and stuff, um, yeah, start Tommy. You know,
What about Kivior? Do you have any
Uh,
exceptions for
um,
Kivior?
yeah, maybe Kivior with Saliba could
Okay,
that might happen, or Kivior on the
okay.
left, Tomiyasu on the right,
On the
and
right, yeah,
Gabriel and Saliba might probably play tomorrow because of the forwards that West Ham has got, because we can't
yeah,
disrespect them and just
yeah.
switch the whole team.
Switch
They
the
got
whole
some
team.
dangerous players.
Dangerous players.
So I think Cedric's injured. So I don't think he's going to be playing.
No, it's
Um,
injured,
but to
and
be
and we gave that guy a new contract, man. Can you believe it?
you know, so for me we can't switch a whole lot. But I want to win this cup. I expect us
I
to go
want
and
to
win
win it. I
tomorrow.
expect us to win it
You
because the
know,
only big teams in this cup is Liverpool, Liverpool, Manchester United, and Newcastle and Chelsea. Those are the only teams down here. Man
yeah,
City's out.
yeah.
Tottenham is out. You know all
We
these
should be as much a favorite to win as Liverpool at the
to
very
win
least.
as Liverpool at the very least. So
Yeah, man.
let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. Ola, we have Newcastle coming up in the weekend, man. Big one, yeah. But again, Newcastle do have injuries, yeah, creeping into that team. And in fact, they've even opened it up already. Newcastle have Isaac out, so he's not going to play in the weekend. So
Mm,
that's one big, huge threat out of the league
mhm.
matchup in St James Park. Um, Someone needs to be suspended. Tonali has been banned or suspended or something like that.
No,
So he's,
is the suspension started?
I think it has started. He's not going to play.
All right, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
All
that's
right,
what I saw. That
that's
is
good.
not Tonali. Tonali is going to be out. One of the there's this guy. What's his name? Mm,
Is Bruno fit? Bruno Guimaraes? Is
Bruno Guimaraes will play. He'll
yeah,
play.
Willock
But there's
Willock's
one
still injured, so Willock won't be playing for them.
Willock won't be
Yeah,
playing. So
yeah.
there's injuries in that team. Yeah.
Mm.
So uh, without Isaac, you know,
Is is
Tonali
Pope
out.
still suspended?
Who? Botman is out. Botman is injured.
Pope? What about Pope?
Pope is their keeper, so he's okay.
No, I thought he was suspended. I think he did.
No, I think he's
Uh,
back. He's okay. He's back to play.
oh, sin.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Pope is
Yeah, I'll
okay.
probably thinking.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
But Botman is out via
Mhm.
injury. Isaac is out via injury. Uh, Botman is totally out. Tonali is suspended.
Okay.
So at
Yeah,
least part of their threat is has been neutralized. So I'm not saying it's gonna be an easy route, to the whole thing, but I really do think that part of their star set is already out. Arsenal can have a decent, a decent one.
yeah.
What do
We
you
have
think?
to. We definitely have to capitalize on those situations. That's
Mm,
100%. And
okay.
look, every team, whether they depleted or they with full squad, they still
Mm,
worth 3 points.
yeah,
This we're not playing friendlies now. This ain't preseason.
yeah.
Every game is worth 3 points now. We have to take every game seriously if we
Seriously.
want to challenge for the title again. And the reason why, and this is one of the reasons why I was saying the last time that I prefer more teams in the title race because it opens more doors. But
Mm,
I also got this situation where man's telling me that no, it actually narrows the door, and
yeah.
it's a matter of perspective. It's a matter of
Perspective.
perspective because for me, if more teams are in the race, then there's more points that could be taken from teams in and around us. That
Yeah.
wasn't always the case. Like Man City
Mm,
dropping points,
yeah.
you know what I mean, in the way
Mm,
that it did to us, and
mm,
drop and maybe a few more teams in the top six can take
yeah.
points off for City. So if that happens, then all of a sudden it becomes a more playing level field. Come
Yeah.
down the line when the real race begins, because they
Begins.
already, we already know other teams can take points off of the Liverpool. If Liverpool is able to take points off of City when they
Mm.
play them, all of a sudden it leaves the door open
It
for us
leaves
as
the
well.
door open.
And
Mm.
that's my perspective. That's how I'm looking at it. But obviously, some people saying, but it narrows the door because then it then puts Liverpool in it.
In it.
Yes, but this is where we have to fight. Nothing good comes easy. Nothing
Mm,
good comes easy.
mm,
You have to fight
mm.
for it.
Are
And
you
we need to
confident?
keep
Are
players
you confident? Are you confident of winning that matchup against Newcastle?
against Newcastle. Yeah, yeah. Um,
Okay.
I think look, Newcastle are a good team.
Yeah.
They're not the best team in the league. They're a
They
good
drew
side.
against Wolves in their last match too.
Yeah, they're a good side and they're capable of dropping points. So I'm not looking at Newcastle as this holy thou out
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
They're not there yet.
They're not
Of
there
course they
yet.
got
They're
players
still
that can hurt
grinding out.
you,
Mm,
but
mm,
they're not there yet. Where you're looking at them and you're trembling. Newcastle are not. They're not that team yet. Not for me, anyways.
mm,
So
mm. Yeah.
I definitely think we can get the 3 points against them.
Ola, final question coming up on the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tottenham Hotspurs, man.
Mhm.
Bro, what is going on? Should we start to get concerned? Deji Sports was supposed to be here, but maybe when he saw that Ola was in the building, maybe he decided to take off. Who knows?
Yeah,
But the Deji Sports will be joining us, yeah, probably this weekend. But
Yeah,
see, yeah,
big up the Spurs, man. I'm not even
big up
looking.
the
I'm
Spurs.
not even looking at it like that. I was looking forward to it, but look,
Mm.
if
He
something
couldn't
came
make
up,
it today.
yeah, if
Mm,
something came up,
couldn't
then
make it.
hope everything's all right with him.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but
But
in
but
terms of
look at
Tottenham,
Tottenham Hotspurs, man. Yeah, because
Tottenham,
should
in
we
ter-
start getting scared or should we be concerned? They are not conceding goals. They're
uh,
scoring goals. Son is looking good. Papasar is looking amazing. Bissouma has resurrected from the dead. Yeah, Vicario has taken over from Loris and it looks good. It looks solid. Their back four is looking, it's looking the perfect package. What do you think, man?
um, to an extent, when you say should we be getting worried? To an extent, and I say to an extent, in terms
Okay.
of people worry about the unknown. If it's an
Yeah.
unknown phenomenon,
Mm,
despite you don't want to admit it, there's something because we don't know what the fuck this Tottenham is
mm,
right now. No,
mm.
no one's ever done what they're doing in the Premier League. I'm not saying in all competitions. I'm just
Yeah.
sticking to the Premier League to
Mm,
accumulate as much points as they did in the first 10 games.
yeah.
No team, no, I don't. I think that's what the record is. No team's done that before,
Yeah.
right?
Sure. Sure.
And they haven't lost any games. Yes, they've scraped through quite a lot of games, and people are saying, who have they played? They've played three out of the top six teams. They've played
Mm,
us, they've played
mm,
Liverpool, and they've played United. And they beat Liverpool, they beat United, and drew with us. And if anybody gave us those fixtures, and they told you get 2 wins and 1 draw out of it, regardless
hmm.
of how you got it, referee decisions and everything else that goes with it. And
Yeah.
I'm not dismissing all of those things. I'm not here to dismiss them. I'm not
Yeah.
just beating a dead horse because it's been talked to death about
Mm,
what happened with the refereeing decisions and stuff like that. I'm a
yeah.
nuance guy, so I'm not dismissing it. But
Yeah.
Tottenham are where they are because of the performances they put in the ball in the back of
They
the net,
put in the
and
back
they're
of the
doing it
net.
consistently.
Mm,
In the league, you need consistency, bro.
yeah.
And for now, it's helping them because they have that one game a season. But that one game a season could then be a problem down the line when they
Mm,
need momentum. But they're now having 7 days in between games and they can't get
yeah.
that momentum. And maybe they start to drop points there. Maybe they
Mm.
start to tire. Maybe
So do you,
psychologically.
in other words, are they pretenders?
Yeah, pretenders. Yeah.
Pretenders. Good.
Yeah, yeah,
Good. Ola,
pretenders. They're not going to win
What
the league.
is good? Ola, what is shout out to Andrew Bell. He just renewed his membership for the channel. Andrew Bell is a big friend of mine. Yeah, big friend of this channel too. Shout out to Andrew Bell. He just became a new. He
Salute to
was already a
Andrew.
member, so he just renewed it. So big ups to Andy Bell, man. Big ups to you, man. It's big love from me here, to you down there, and say hi to the family for me, man. Big Newcastle fan down there, man. See, Ola, uh, predictions for the West Ham game and the Newcastle game, I will call it today.
West Ham, whew, they can get a goal at any time because they've got goal
Time,
scorers
man.
and Bowen and Watford.
Yeah,
So
Bowen, all these guys.
I'll
Yeah.
always give them a goal. I'll always give them a goal because they have a goal in them. Um,
Mm,
Maybe 3-1. I'll go 3-1 West Ham. Um,
okay.
in that game for tomorrow, and for Newcastle, I'll go with the 1-0. I love a 1-0 at Newcastle. I love it. Yeah, I love a 1-0 Newcastle game, man. So yeah, let's
Mm,
go with 1-0 for Newcastle and 3-1 Arsenal for West Ham.
for West Ham. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. See, yeah, Ola, man. See, man, the final one, yeah. See, Ola, the Fight Week show, your channel, you just had a big show, yeah, just last weekend. Francis Ngannou squared up against
Tyson
Tyson
Fury.
Fury. What was your what were your thoughts of that matchup? Was he
Yeah.
robbed, or what do you think?
Number one, boxing, man. Sort it out boxing.
Sorry, that.
What's with the long hour and a half wait in between fights? I saw the outbox. You never see that in MMA. That's number one. Number two, the politics in boxing. You know, that was a really, really good fight, a close fight.
Yeah.
And by saying it was a close fight, that's telling you a lot about Francis Ngannou. Saying it's a close fight. This is somebody that's never boxed professionally, ever.
Mm.
Doesn't have a boxing career.
Yeah.
And is fighting against the best heavyweight, at least in our era.
Mm.
Watching Tyson Fury do 34 fights, no defeats, you know, and he's
Yeah.
had some awesome boxers, you
Mm.
know, in his record. So
Yeah.
I thought, you know, kudos to Francis Ngannou. He made everybody proud. He got his bag. All this fumble the bag business that we were hearing at the time when he left the UFC. He didn't fumble the bag, and I don't like name dropping, but I was speaking to
Yeah.
some people that really know him, and they
Mm.
were, you know, they were really letting man know that, hey, listen, he's onto something. He's onto
He's
something.
onto
And
something, man.
when he drops, everybody will realize, oh, he didn't fumble the bag, and I was so
Mm.
happy to see it. And Francis has options. He has options now, and
Yeah.
you know,
I even heard there will be a big super fight with Anthony Joshua in the
yeah,
offing.
yeah. He's done one with the zone because Tyson Fury is the zone's poster boy. He needs one on Sky.
He needs
AJ
one on
is
Sky.
Sky's poster boy. And
Mm.
there's going to be plenty of millions waiting for Francis
Waiting for
Ngannou.
him for Francis Ngannou.
Plenty of
Yeah.
millions. And
At least after
congratulations to him
knocking
and his family.
Tyson Fury down, you know, of course, a flurry of a flurry of offers will be raining down on him right now. Good luck to him. Ola, shout out your channel, man, and tell
Yeah,
us what is
man.
coming up on your channel.
Yeah. China is the Fight Week show. Go check us out on YouTube. We're putting on a lot of interviews. We're doing watch alongs. We're bringing professionals. We're bringing in artists. We're bringing in, you know, other influencers and YouTubers, and
Yeah,
the community is growing strong. But
yeah,
we need you. We need you guys to come and support the thing, man. Don't
yeah.
jump on the train when the train is left on the station. You're just gonna
You
be
heard,
landing on the railway. That's all you're
you
gonna be
heard,
landing on the train already gone. You know what I
you
mean?
heard,
So
people. You heard.
don't wait till the train leaves, man. Before getting on the platform, man. Come jump on us, man. You know what I mean? Come support us. Come deal with us on the Fight Week show. And yeah, we keep putting in show week in week out, bringing us interviews. And yeah, long may it continue, my brother. And thank
Long
you for the
may
support,
long.
man, all the time. Thank you for the
Yeah,
support,
man.
man. I appreciate it.
And you too, thanks for the support too. You support me, man. I saw the few, haymakers you landed to me yesterday, man. God
Yeah,
bless
come
you, my
on, bro.
brother, man.
It's all
Thanks,
love,
man.
man. All love.
Yeah, it's all love around here. See ya, guys. Yeah, big ups to everyone down here. Yeah, and of course, definitely, let's hope that Arsenal goes in and beats up West Ham. Yeah, in the London Stadium tomorrow. So big ups to everyone, and from me and my brother Ola. You know what time is it, man? You know what time is it, people? Yeah.
We
Peace
out.
out. We out.